Our coverage tonight begins in Zamfara State, where the Joint Task Force of Operation Hadarin Daji has rescued another 7 female students at the Federal University of Gusau in Zamfara State. This follows President Bola Tinubu's directive to security agencies to secure the release of the remaining female students held by the terrorists and reunite them with their families. 7 students were reportedly rescued alongside 3 male workers of Gupran Engineering Services Limited, and bandits had on Friday attacked the university and abducted over 20 students from their rented lodge in Sabon Gida, Bungudu Local Government Area of the state. The troops had earlier rescued 6 female students on Friday and reunited them with their family. A total of 13 students have now been liberated since the incident. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate has called for the immediate rescue of abducted female students of Federal University in Gusau, Zamfara State by yet-to-be-identified bandits. Suspected bandits kidnapped a significant number of students of the university in the early hours of Friday. The chairman, Senate Committee on the Army, Senator Abduction, made the call in a statement in Abuja on Monday. He said rescuing the innocent female students from captivity from the bandits must be the topmost priority of the country right now. Yaradua decried that the scourge of banditry and insurgency by criminal elements of the country with attendant abduction of law-abiding citizens was a serious dent to the image of the country and the collective conscience of Nigerians. Now, to further discuss this development, we are joined by Jamilu Aliyu, Charanchi, a national coordinator of Coalition of Northern Groups. So warm welcome to you, Jamilu, and thanks for joining us at Nigeria 10.
Thank you for having me this evening.
Now, Jamilu, let's get straight ahead. How would you describe the prevailing mood within Zamfara State and the affected community where this abduction took place and the kidnapping of the students in a university hostel?
Well, actually, we can say as right away I'm in Zamfara to avoid any information that people will be sharing with us. We decided, the Coalition of Northern Groups Secretariat decided to move down to Zamfara State and the Gusau, Zamfara State capital, so as to see by ourselves what is happening in the area. Actually, in the town, there are mixed reactions. Mixed reaction in the sense that some students are rescued, while some are still in the hand of these captives or of these bandits. So the fear is that while we are enjoying the rescue of the other students, we still have fear because we have to salute the military personnel in the town because they engage these bandits during the kidnap. They engage them, they ambush them, and a lot of bandits were killed. So the fear now is that those students that are in the hand of these bandits, what is their fate and how are they going to be? That is the fear. And the joy is that at least 16 people are presently now reunion with their parents and with their loved ones. That is the joy we are having today in Gusau, the capital city of Zamfara.
Jamilu, I'm happy that as the national coordinator of the Northern Groups, you've been proactive and you decided to go to Gusau, Zamfara State to see things firsthand, to get firsthand information yourself. That's quite commendable. But in light of what you've seen, and I'm sure you've been to the Federal University in the capital, Gusau, in light of this incident, what are the key vulnerabilities within tertiary institutions that need to be urgently addressed to enhance security and prevent similar occurrences in the future? Not necessarily tertiary institutions, but educational institutions to prevent these terrorists from hitting soft targets like schools.
Well, actually, you see, where this university is situated, for those that are very familiar or conversant with the area, they know that the terrain is somehow, at this current situation that Nigerians found themselves, is not good for not only education, but for even the habitants. Why I say so? Because one is that university has no perimeter fence. That is what makes the university to be vulnerable to anybody who wish to enter into the university can enter at any site he decided to enter that university. Then secondly, the security apparatus or the security measures in that university are not very strong. The university community need to employ people that will guard or safeguard that university so as to protect us, not only the student, but even the structures in that university need to be protected from the vulnerability. Because of the information we get, sometimes even you will find that even...
Hello, Jamilu, are you there? Can you hear me loud and clear?
That university is needed now is...
Now, we apologize for that mix-up. We have Jamilu back on the line, still discussing the abduction of students at the Federal University in Gusau, Zamfara State. Now, Jamilu, before we lost communication, we were talking about measures to strengthen security around institutions, especially in the north, which seem to have more propensity of attacks by bandits, starting with the infamous Chibok girls abduction. You also state that from your findings from visiting the Federal University in Gusau, Zamfara State, that they didn't have any sort of perimeter fencing. What else can the government do to, improve the situation of these institutions?
Well, actually, the government also need to fund the university so that at least the university will be able to have the university vigilantes. And at least they need to recruit not less than 100 people to safeguard that university, apart from the military and the police that will be doing their daily basis security of the university. When we went out to find out whether the university have some vigilante groups that are taking care of that university, we come to realize that the university are short of funds, and for that reason, they cannot have enough number of security guards that can prevent a university that does not have a parameter fence. Therefore, either the university community or even the local communities there need to have an organized vigilante group. That vigilante group believes that it can assist much in safeguarding the university. Then suddenly, that university, particularly the penal hostel, is not within the university. And that university is located around Sabon Gida. And that Sabon Gida, they have a sparsely populated population. The people living there, the population in that area are sparsely. Therefore, that population can easily have a lot of informants within the community, and the community being them sparsely situated, that means for them to have something very united and unanimous to assist other people will be very difficult for them to achieve. Therefore, the university, after the parameter fence, they need to have that security guard. And I doubt much if that university even have a police outpost. And that police outpost at least can be something that at least people will see that they are safeguarding the university. That university needs to have that security
as a deterrent to people that have untoward motives. Now, Jamilu, let's talk about the response, because there's some, like you said in the opening statement, there is mixed reactions. Those who have families that have had their loved ones return will be happy, and there's still so many families that are in despair because their loved ones haven't returned. Who is coordinating this response? Is it the federal government or the Zamfara State government? And what statements and what's the latest? Are they giving regular updates on what they're doing to rescue these innocent students from the hands of this bandit?
Well, actually, for now, I cannot vividly tell you whether this is responsibility of the state government or the federal government. But all what I know is that it is the sole responsibility of the security agents. Because the credit cannot be taken away from the security agent, because the security agent brought the student. Whether the student run away or not run away, whatever it is, the security agent picked the student from the forest. So as such, we must give them the credibility for even going to the forest and at least even picking the student, despite the fact that some people claim that the student find their ways to run away from that bandit. Secondly, as I told you earlier, the security agent engaged these bandits at the instant. Immediately after they kidnap the student, the security agent, they do some techniques, they ambush the bandit in the bush, despite the fact that the bandits are so intellectual to divide the student into two. Because why we know they divided the student into two, because we reach out to communities within that university, and the community, so many communities told us that they saw the students with the bandits moving around, and other community who is living in opposite direction with that community also told us that they saw the bandit with the student. That is to tell you that the bandit has the intellectual capacity, one, to use the student as a shield, and secondly, to divide the student so that even if the security agent engages them with the other team, at least they have the opportunity to escape with the other team. And that's what happened exactly. The security agent engaged the bandits. They were able to kill a lot of a score number of the bandits, but the bandits could not even allow that information to transform into the society because they buried their loved ones after the security agent they left, and even they warned the villages that they should not dispose this information to anybody, and if they do so, let them understand they are doing it at their own risk. And these are some of the key issues that are happening, particularly in this northern in the northern part of the country, because the bandits are always becoming more stronger, and the people fear them more than they fear the other security agencies. That's why some people comply with the bandits so that at least to safeguard their life and to safeguard the security of their family and others.
Which is a very unfortunate situation. Thank you very much, Jamilu, Aliyu, Charanchi, for the good work you're doing. We'll definitely keep in touch with you as we monitor and see how this event progresses. A very sad occurrence again when it comes to abduction of students in Nigerian institutions. Thank you once again for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.